Hello everybody, a very warm welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you find you in good spirits. And today we're going to be taking a look at a rather unusual painting I did back in 2011. Now and again I produce paintings, I can't really explain what they are, but there we go. So stay tuned, we'll take a look at something a bit different. So this is the painting in question. It's quite a small painting, as you can see, so I'm going to bring it a bit closer to the camera so you can have a look. The painting actually measures, I had to remeasure it actually because I forgot it so long ago. It measures 12 inches by 9 inches and it's on a canvas board, so it's quite delicate. So if we zoom in a little bit closer, you can get a good look here. So what does that remind you of? Any ideas? I just love the colours. I did this actually as kind of the beginning of a much larger painting actually. This shape I created on it's like a bit of a sketch, and somebody quite liked it. I did this as a bit of a dummy for another painting which I went on to do, which was much larger. But I just love the red and the black, and you've got this diagonal going straight through. And personally, I think it's like a bird. That's what it reminds me of. And birds are something that kind of the shapes creep on into a lot of my work actually. I don't quite know why. So I think this is like a kind of hat chicken or bird or something, the beak, and this is kind of like a bowl or something it's feeding out of. I have absolutely no idea, but I just loved the shape, and it was quite simple, but it was pretty hard to paint actually because I wanted it nice and uniform. So the edges are nice and smooth, no bumps or anything. Drew it completely freehand, and because the danger is when you draw something freehand, to try and reproduce that is very difficult. And again, it's using this kind of the red, black, and the blue, which kind of go on to create a bit of a 3D thing, and quite pleasing to the eye. The background on this is a colour I've not used before. Now I actually mixed this colour. I would say it's a cross between like a beige and a salmon colour, probably more like a salmon colour, I guess. Most of my work, everything usually has about at least 2 or 3 layers on to make it nice and solid and nice and so it's not see-through basically. And so when I mixed this paint here, this particular colour, I mixed quite a lot of it. I had to let it dry, then reapplied, let it dry, reapply. And I think I did it over a couple of days, something like that. If anybody's actually looking to do something similar and keep a paint they've actually mixed themselves, in between painting sessions, if you're using acrylic, just cover the pot over, cover your palette over with some cling film. We call it cling film in the UK. I think in the States you call it Saranson wrap or something like that. Basically, it's a see-through film that you can actually put over food basically, but it also keeps the air out. So it's great for painting and stuff like that if you want to keep paint fluid in between sessions. So there we go. This one I called it Birdland. For anybody who likes jazz and stuff like that, that might kind of ring a few bells, but that's a whole nother story. But I do like listening to lots of different types of music, and that's where the name actually kind of stemmed from. So I kind of think it fitted it quite nicely. This one is not for sale actually, so I kept this for my own private collection. A couple of reasons really was I liked it a lot. It was something, it was like a shape that I wanted to create, a shape I had in my head that I wanted to create, and so if you like, is a bit of a masterpiece for some other paintings that I went on to create. So that's one of the reasons I've kept it. The other reason is it is quite small. It's quite lightweight. So I did it as kind of a bit of a test piece to start off with, and it ended up being a bit more of a serious work of art. So I really like this. It's one of those people look at it and think, what the hell is that? But here it is, Birdland. So thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed having a look at this very strange painting, but you should know me by now, most things I produce are very strange. So don't worry if you look at it and think, I haven't got a clue what that is, so I probably think exactly the same. As long as you like what you see and it's pleasing to the eye and you enjoy it, that's the main thing. So thanks a lot for your time today. Hope you enjoyed having a look at this painting. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel, give it the old thumbs up, drop any comments you want to. Always great to hear any feedback. As a side note, actually, I'm quite amazed that anybody even watches the channel and sees what I paint. So it's an absolute privilege to share anything with you. So I do appreciate that. So thank you very much for your time. I shall see you in the next video.